Hey guys, this is the HTC One X. Now, the design of this phone is definitely one of the best looking smartphones that you can find out there today. It is certainly looking like a flagship model, and it is from the new HTC One series. It has a curved body at the side here, and also it doesn't feel very plasticky like the Galaxy S2. It's very thin, and although it looks like it's much thinner than the iPhone 4S, but it's actually not that much of a difference. It's very light, typical of Android smartphones, and it might be too light, in fact, that it might actually slip out of your hand, and this actually has been a problem for me. The screen on this is gorgeous, and I think it's about time that smartphones have a bigger screen, maybe because I have bigger palms, I don't know. It's a unibody design again, and the finishing is actually matte, and there's a bit of a shine at the edges here. The camera lens is popping out, and although I'm pretty sure that it's durable, it does make you worry a lot when you leave this phone on the table at the bar during happy hours. And there's also very cool looking docking points here that makes it look as if it's part of the design of the phone. And this is also the very first quad-core smartphone to reach Malaysia. The operating system, this is running on Android 4.0 with HTC Sense 4. There's great improvements over the previous HTC Sense. It's much lighter and much smoother as well, thanks to the quad-core processor running in this beast. There's still the ring lock screen that gives you shortcut access to 4 apps of your choice. The notification drop-down is much improved thanks to Android 4.0, and you can also finally now fully customize your home screen, which is actually very good. The task switcher looks great, and it's slightly different from stock Android 4.0. The display on this is amazing. It's probably one of the best Android screen at the moment. The text is sharp and crisp, and on full brightness this practically becomes a torchlight. And because the screen is laminated, you can practically tilt the phone 90 degrees in any direction, and it looks like it's at the surface of the glass. It has a Gorilla Glass as well, so durability is not a problem here. I also had no problems under direct sunlight because this is a Super LCD2 screen. Although the processor is quad-core, it sometimes does feel a bit laggy, and it's probably because the apps are not supporting quad-core processors just yet. So there might be this problem that it's a bit too ahead of its time. But the lag is definitely not something that you will be noticing much, just that you won't be really noticing the performance upgrades compared to a dual-core smartphones out there. Internet browsing speed on this phone is incredibly fast, so that's a definitely plus point. Now, this phone also has an 8 megapixel camera with image sense. It doesn't have a dedicated camera button, and for me that's a bit of a flaw, especially with my shaky hands. Now, the picture quality is just average compared to what you have been hearing on the social scene. However, the snap times are incredibly fast, and there's almost no lag at all from one picture to another. Also, the burst mode is excellent, and doing still capture during video recording is probably a feature that will become a norm in the long run. The quality of the pictures during a video recording is sharp and every bit as good as if you weren't recording. I was actually expecting a really good outcome in the picture quality, but again, it's just average, and it's nothing really to shout about. You can easily tell it's from a smartphone. Overall, the design of this phone is great. The battery is a problem, but just like any other Android smartphone, you will need to spend a good whole day downloading some apps and tweaking the settings of the phone and the apps as well to suit it to your needs. It can last me a good whole day without charging after doing all this. It's not the phone for your mom and dad, but it's currently for me the best Android smartphone in terms of design and also performance. The display again is amazing, and although there are some minor bugs to be ironed out in the software, it's certainly worth your money. But with the new Samsung Galaxy rumored to be out very soon, would you be willing to wait?